everybody. This is Yvonne for Yvonne's Love Stream Walks. And here we are on Friday, 12th of June, 2026. And here I am in one of the polytunnels at Cullerne Gardens, which now has its own website, Cullerne Gardens. And I'm looking at rows of leeks here, which will be moved, I was just told by Mark Crockett. We've got tomatoes, we've got lots of beans, and we've got the lovely Jules from France, who's volunteering here. He's woofing in Soilshay, the housing cluster right up the end of the park. So hello Bonnie and Susan, Peggy, Jeanette, Diane, Maggie. Great to see you. So coming in from all over the States and Canada and Glasgow as well, and Quebec. And of course Diane is in her last day in her home and will be moving tomorrow. Da-da. And Susan's down in England, Bonnie's in Milwaukee. But yeah, this is so lovely to see this very rich and green polytunnel as Cullerne comes to life again. They're really, really wonderful. And Rosie's with me somewhere. Hi, Jules.
Hello.
Yeah, it must be lovely to work with nature in this way.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, Rosie is around. She was returning her box from the box scheme that started this week. And look, nasturtiums, not any flowers yet, but oh, I can just see, look, the bud of one in there. We'll have a lot of orange nasturtiums in a minute. Hi, Peter. Welcome to Cullerne Gardens. And the nasturtiums are a great partner crop, I think. Ta-da, yes, Diane. Anyway, it's very lovely to see things having got going here so fast since Ecopia took over from the Findhorn Foundation Trust and has really created quite a thriving business here, supported by volunteers. But also you can invest in Cullerne financially, or people can volunteer here. There's Rosie up the end of the polytunnel. And yeah, it's thriving. And tomorrow there's a big party. I showed the marquee at the beginning, but there's going to be a big party here tomorrow. Hopefully I can get there. I'm teaching sacred dance at the... Oh, hello, Ellen. So I'll be teaching sacred dance on the Saturday session on the dancing green tomorrow morning at 9:30 till 11. And then hopefully I'll come to the party here, which is from 11 till 4, I think. And here comes Rosie wandering up the aisle past the nasturtiums. Yeah, so yeah, welcome to Cullerne Gardens. And it's great because groups can come and volunteer here. They can do their love in action here. And yeah, so say hello to the world, Rosie. They haven't seen... Rosie's been gallivanting in Ireland with her sisters and her son and a few grandchildren. And look, you can see the evidence of lots of work going on here. And just this other polytunnel, let's nick over to here and see the fruits of their labour. More tomatoes, all growing up. And today we're walking with the quality of commitment. Very important one. And I feel like Facile, when he took on Cullerne Gardens from the Trust for Ecopia, there was a commitment to just getting on with this. Really important. And your commitment can be to lots of things. Inner growth, outer growth, growing yourself, growing plants, growing vegetables. A commitment to evolve, I think, is what hopefully people in this community are committed to. And to you, Fellowship of Lovelies. Not only are we committed to being lovely, kind, compassionate, but also quite forthright and down to earth and authentic. So I'm going to take you over. Now you may remember that the Cullerne flower garden, we used to have little, Julia Pittham used to take us around the flower garden, and it is getting back to its former glory, way to go yet, and these are there's also a bit of an orchard here. You can just see the beginnings. I think, gosh, what are these? Are they apples or pears? I'm not sure what they're going to be. Hi Tom, welcome. I'll show you the inside of the polytunnels again when we pass, but there's a little spot that I'd like to invite you all to. We're going to, how many of us can sit on 4 chairs, do you think, if we scrunch up really close? And look, let's have tea amongst the lupins. Look, tea amongst the lupins. Look at that. They are just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And look, in there is a little table and chairs just waiting for us. And all these different shades. I don't know, there's something about lupins reaching up to the sky, like our quality last week of potential. If you've just come on, we're walking with the quality of commitment. Yeah, what are we each committed to, really? Or only when it's convenient? What are we committed to beyond convenience? Even when it's inconvenient? Yeah, just beautiful. Oh, there's some good rhubarb here as well. Down here there's some good rhubarb. Yes, Kendall, lavish, luscious lupins. Well, good alliteration. Yeah, so very pretty here. And then there's just this gorgeous abundance. What are these called, Rosie?
Daisies.
Are they daisies? There's just daisies everywhere.
The lupins are stunning.
Yeah, the lupins are stunning. And look, oh, look at this. This is an interesting mixture of colours for this lupin. This sort of purpley yellow. Really nice. Look. Nice. Interesting how nature puts certain colour combinations together. What are you checking out? We've got a lovely archway here, bursting out. And this is also another little alcove that's got a beautiful arbor over it. More daisies. But let's just wander through here. So even in it's not pristine, it's just a sort of wild abundance, really. Oh, look at the lovely. Yeah, very pretty. Yep, here we are, just waiting for a cup of tea. I'm rereading at the moment. I felt like a nourishing read, so I picked up #1 Ladies Detective Agency set in Botswana. It's such a nourishing read, and she's always drinking bush tea, rooibos bush tea. Not my choice, but look, they're waving in the wind. And through this little hole in the hedge is the 3rd polytunnel that was put up, created, fundraised for. Oh look, oh, that's rather nice, isn't it? I feel like I'm going into Narnia here. I feel like we're at the back of that wardrobe, and we're going to go through here and we're going to find, well, it's not going to be a winter wonderland, But it's quite interesting, isn't it, to come through. And this is the third polytunnel put up for the care farm way back. People who were, had learning challenges. We used to bring them here to just get their hands in the soil, really. It was very worthwhile. Very worthwhile. But look, coming back through here now. Susan, you like Number One Lady Detective Agency. They're a great read. I've got the whole lot of them on my bookshelf. And I love the titles of them as well. But Precious Ramotswe, they made a TV series of it, and I thought, God, where are they going to find the right person to be her and to be her assistant? But they did. I was very happy with who they found to do that. Look, more lupins. And a lovely little walkway up here. Who's this lovely lady? And Cullerne House is just behind me. Cullerne House is now a venue for workshops. There's a couple of B&B rooms, and it's got a lovely space, very nice space for workshops. Oh, these are the sun is out, hurrah. It was so close to raining before, and the wind was up. Anyway, great to see you. And I'm picking up Julie tomorrow. She's here for an animal communication workshop with Jacqueline Buckingham. And on the 5th of July, I'm picking up Irmgard from Germany. Look now, look at this. Look at its beautiful little yellow tips. Gosh, there's a whole lot of them, look. Wow, aren't you beautiful? Oh gosh, oops, my cord just got caught. Look, here's a lovely a triplet. Wow, they are really lovely. And some orange poppies over there. Some lupins here next to the pond. Little seat up there. And another place to sit. And as I said on my Facebook page today, which I did not do until 40 minutes before the walk, but Eileen talks about seeing the beauty in everyone and in everything. Now, it's not difficult when we look at all these lovely things. But yeah, seeing the beauty not only in everyone and everything, but seeing the best in every situation. We've had that one before. Yeah, Peggy, look at those clouds. Very challenging to see the best in every situation when, you know, things just are very challenging. Now look, here is this lovely piece of pottery with a leaf. But if you turn it round, it's a wonderful goddess. A very voluptuous earth mother. Gorgeous. Vera Boland, who has a pottery studio here at the park, she does the most beautiful voluptuous earth mother goddesses. I have a couple in my garden. Oh, a lupin banquet. I hope your plumbing's going well, Peter, after last week. Oh, look, here's more of these irises. And you can hear that pigeon. Is it a pigeon making that noise? And a foxglove. Yeah, the foxgloves and the lupins are out in force. Very lovely. I've lost Rosie. she has disappeared. Oh, there's a beautiful, beautiful lemony one. And these very coral pink, these coral pink ones. Oh, I didn't know lupins were edible either. Anyway, this is the garden, which is right next to the polytunnel called Otter. Yeah, so if we're going to see the good and the beauty in everything, everyone, every situation, we've also got to see it in ourselves. It's always a challenge. When I do sentence completion as a game with groups, when I stop the music and they find two other people, one of the sentence stems I begin is, what I like best about myself is. And people take ages to come up with anything that they like about themselves. I think that's quite sad. So right now, think about, what do you like best about yourself? You can write it in the chat if you like, but you don't have to. What do you like best about yourself? And then, of course, I can also ask, you know, like I did last week, what's the bit of yourself that you're quite happy to let go of that doesn't serve who you want to become in this moment? But yeah, we shouldn't, it's not great to, you know, the critical self-talk is not useful in the end. I mean, we do need to look at our shadows, but critical self-talk, Eileen says this week, to let the positive express in your life. Let the positive express in your life. And how do we do that? How do we do that? Anyway, let's wander over here to show you what I was showing people right at the beginning of the love stream. And look at the tent. Now this has been put up for the Cullerne sort of celebration party inauguration tomorrow, with the box scheme starting this week in full force. And Facile is so happy. So many people have joined in. So many people are happy to see it on the move. And I was saying to Mark Crockett that, you know, Cullerne is on the move and the whole place seems to be on the move. Yeah, look at this. Look at this richness. We've got beans over here. Let's just... Lovely seeing the beans growing happily in here. And no sign of a tomato yet, but they will come. And these leeks are just temporarily sitting there. And so the rows, there's some nasturtiums up in the middle. And Jules from France is busily weeding away, I guess, or just... Oh, and there's basil. Look, there's little... Oh, I can smell it, actually. Little clumps of basil, which will grow and grow. Good companion planting again. Yeah, lovely smell. Ah, Bonnie, your humour. Good. Ah, Lida, hello. And have I seen Rebecca Lynn today? Oh, good, your plumbing is working. Oh, some lupins are poisonous. Oh, I learn a lot on this live stream. Anyway, nice to see you all here looking at this abundance of growth. Growth on all levels, growth in all directions. An experience week finished today, the second one of the year. And we had people from Colombia and the States, from Ireland, from, I'm just trying to think, England, people who want to join the community, people who are staying on a few extra days because a woman from Germany who's so happy to be in Genesis, where Eileen and Peter lived after they left the caravan. This is Badger. Also tomatoes growing in here. And yeah, my dance and game session went really well. The Zoom on Wednesday with some of you went really well. So happy to see you. And it's also great to see when you make it here in person. That's also wonderful. Yeah. And Eileen this week, she talks about the power we each hold in our hands. Ah, Marie Rose, hello. Yeah, this she says you hold great power in your hands, spiritual power. And we each need to do something with that and not drift. She uses this wonderful image of drifting through life without a rudder. I can hear Eileen giving us a little pep talk right now. Don't drift through life as if you're a boat without a rudder. Get your purpose and get on with it, she'd say. And so would Peter. She'd say, know from within what you're doing and do it. Get on with it. And she reminds us that struggle and self-sacrifice and suffering are not necessary. You don't get, she even says, which I love, you don't get extra merit points for suffering. So I quite like that. Yes, it's all about enjoying the beauty. Oh, Irmgard, good to see you. I'm glad you can see and hear, but I can see that comment. Oh gosh, there's some bashing going on up there. They're probably getting ready for the big party tomorrow. But the propagation, I showed you the propagation tents, polytunnels last time. And we might, I know, I want to show you one of the fields. So let's go via the flower garden. I've just given Rosie the come on, the gesture of come on. Anyway, yeah, this thing about knowing from within that what we're each doing is right for us. Do you all know that feeling? If you're doing something and it's not quite right, do you get that little feeling in your body? This isn't quite aligned. Yeah. Anyway, let's show you some fields. Now, of course, there's lots of room for more fields to be cultivated. Going past some fruit trees here where they're too early in the season. But some here just getting the soil getting dug over. Now, what are these ones, do you think? Are they zucchini, courgette, pumpkins? And then, oh look, in here we've got corn. This looks like corn. Corn is as high as an elephant's eye.
Yeah.
Looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Now that one, Kendall and Peter, is definitely from Oklahoma. Anyway, oh, Jeanette, you love teaching yoga. Well, I love doing love streams. I said to Mark Crockett earlier, I said, do you mind if I love stream in Cullerne today? And he said, oh my God, are you still doing that? I said, yes, of course. Look, it's so beautiful looking back at the lupins. And this beautiful hedge, and behind the hedge is Cullerne House. Now, see, this is a field that's been overtaken by wild nature, which is also lovely in its wildness. But then we come to us in what do you call it, cooperation with nature, and we've got all these, what's growing under the net. This is to stop the deer and the birds and lots of things growing under here. And then if we go,
Kale and more green.
but we're going to go up and have a look up there because I think it's fennel or dill. What is the one that smells like licorice? That smells like sort of aniseed. Come on, lovelies. Educate me. Look at this. Some of you could really come here and get your hands in to this wildness. And look, I remember when this field was full of edible food, and I'm sure that's on their to-do list eventually, but bit by bit, slowly, slowly. Yeah, so this is the other end of that field. Ah, fennel. It is fennel, Jeanette. Thank you. So I don't know what these... This may be some sort of chard or... Yeah.
Yes, I got a box yesterday, so we got chard and beets and here's this lovely
This is kale. Yes, I saw somebody's box on Facebook and it had lettuce and spring onions and different sorts of lettuce, and it looked like a cabbage, but I'm not sure.
No,
it might
another lettuce.
Another yes. So
spring onions, as you say.
So this is fennel. This actually, smells and tastes wonderful, and I love the greenness of it. Look, it's like a little jungle. Yeah, so this is fennel, because I had a little taste of it. You can see the bulbs of it, yeah. Look, there's a great... See the bulb down there? Yeah, that's definitely fennel, isn't it? Lovely to crunch on. Isn't it lovely to be inside the fennel?
And beans here.
Oh, is this beans?
Yeah.
What sort of beans? Not like the ones in the polytunnel.
No, what are they called?
Black beans? Butter beans? I don't know. Rosie and I wait to be educated.
Yeah.
Beans of some sort.
Hulls,
Oh yes, okay. And then broad beans. Are they broad beans? This looks like some bridal train here. Look, it looks like some bridal train. Oh, Lida, I'm sorry you keep losing us. But look. And then if we go, I want to go up to that field because that's where all the different lettuces are. I think I can go up here because I'm on the wood chips, so I'm not upsetting any of the growth. And you can feel like you're walking through fields of fennel. But yeah, I hope some of you can come and volunteer in Cullerne. It's so satisfying, I imagine. And there's some spring onions. Oh, Peter, we don't mind seeing your comments twice. Hi, Alice. We're in Cullerne Garden. Rosie's wandering through the fennel and the broad beans and the spring onions. And then here we have lots of different sorts of lettuce. This is a bit of a masterclass in lettuce. So there's these lovely tight, beautiful. Look at the geometry in that. And then this is beets, is it? Beets. And then we've got this very frilly, lovely frilly lettuce. Susan, hello. I think I've said hello to you before, but just in case. I get a bit carried away sometimes. And then we've got, we just got some red ones, very frilly. And then these, look at these. So gorgeous. I mean, when Eileen says today to see the beauty in everything, I mean, just nature has such a lovely, pattern to it. Yeah. It's so nice to see these rows of greenery. Oh, and then there's radishes under the bridal veil. Oh, look at these ones. Now look at that. Isn't that pleasing? Oh, Peggy, yeah, teleport on over. Yeah, this is a very lovely garden. And of course they've harvested some of this to put in the boxes. I think it's £15 a week for maybe a big box, but don't quote me. Yeah, lots and lots under the bridal veil. Oh, no, don't anybody leave. Very important. Last week I said that I would not be doing a love stream next Friday because I would be in the air. Well, that is still true, but I had an amazing revelation that I'm going to do a live stream on Thursday at 4 o'clock because Julie will be here and she'll be able to be on the love stream with me. So I don't know where it will be, but so you're going to miss Friday, but you're going to have Thursday instead. So please sort of put that in your memory bank or in your diaries that I'll see you all on Thursday next week. And then the week after we go back to Friday again. But I'll be in Germany. So yeah. And I no sooner get back from London on the 4th of July than I meet Irmgard on the 5th of July. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so. And let's just wander over to the lovely pond and sit on that bench that's sort of our bench, isn't it? And yeah. Yeah, so Eileen also says in the coming week, oh, look at those clouds, not to get sucked into the whirlpool of conflict and distress, but find the haven of peace within. Yes, same time on Thursday, Diane, 4 o'clock UK. Peter, something strange is always going on. Anyway, I like the image of the whirlpool of conflict and distress. Yeah, don't get sucked into it. And just looking up there to the 2 polytunnels and this wide sky. So it's a shame you all can't be at the party here tomorrow. And yeah, I know some of you have sort of got plans to get here sometime, but it's so great that we can all meet on the energetic. There's lots of lovely irises here next to the pond. Yes, so we'll be thinking of Diane tomorrow moving, in the actual moving day. She's got a 2-hour move and then time to settle in. And also, so next week we're love streaming on the 18th, and then there'll be the summer solstice for us Northern Hemisphere people, winter solstice for those in the south, and not to forget those watching the recording. Hi Catherine, anybody else watching the recording? Oh, lots of beautiful lilies here. And also I had a great time at the ukulele festival last week. The Sunday night concert was fantastic. 150 ukuleles. It was just fun, really fun. And just also great to welcome lots of people from all over the world to the park, see them arrive, see them leave. And also a lot came up this week about choosing to be loving. Yeah, when things, when we're beginning to maybe feel some resentment or some contraction, tension, to actually make the choice to be loving towards ourselves and towards others. Yeah, and to end at this lovely peaceful spot. All the work going on, beavering away. No, it's badger, isn't it? Otter and badger are the 2 polytunnels. But I always think of people beavering away. And yeah, Yeah, and the wind in the trees here, you can hear it.
And the rain.
Oh yeah, well, I thought it was going to rain on us, and I thought Rosie would be here with her brolly, which she is, and yeah. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all next Thursday, and meanwhile, just let's see if we can see the beauty in everything and everyone. It's always better to bless than to moan and whinge, and just go, oh, I might not have the big picture here. I might not have the full perspective here. In a little while, I might look back and think that was really good that happened. Yeah, having that perspective is really helpful. Yeah. Anyway, with the wind in the trees, I wish you a good day from me and from Rosie.
Yes.
And actually, okay, wait a minute. Oop, my hand. Hello. So, see some of you in person soon, and see the rest of you next Thursday. Mwah!
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Take